What's up guys, Random Racer here with another tech video for you guys today, and today we take a quick look at the official 12th Doctor Sonic Screwdriver. So of course without further ado, let's slice this open, see what it offers, and give you guys my quick in-depth review. So the screwdriver comes in, I guess, standard BBC Doctor Who official packaging here. Nothing too spectacular about that. I believe we can just pop this open from the top here if we just remove this tape. And just a quick side note, the BBC, if you order this online from the BBC shop, you get this trading card thing. I don't think they're really worth that much, but anyways, you do get those as well. And finally getting this open, the first and only thing that we get is the screwdriver itself. First off, this is actually kind of tough to get out of this injection molded packaging here, but we got it out. Here's the screwdriver itself. There's also a, looks like, quick small instruction guide here. And just a quick note, I realized that the batteries for the screwdriver are actually taped on the bottom here, so I probably should have removed the bottom first. Alright, so got the batteries installed, which actually took a bit of a hassle since they were like taped pretty good to the packaging there. But anyways, to activate the screwdriver is this little switch on the top here, compared to the 11th model, which used a touch sensitive button. This is actually a physical one. So there's a few modes. First off, we have this one here. And if you tap it twice, so that's your green mode. On the bottom there, we have the blue one. And if you do it twice, you get that famous kind of circling Sonic. So the new screwdriver is certainly a bit of a departure from what we normally expect from the past couple reiterations of the Sonic screwdriver here. The blue is supposed to be a TARDIS blue that matches the TARDIS, and definitely most of the design cues of the 12th Doctor's official screwdriver is taken from the TARDIS itself. In terms of the accuracy of this prop, this is from BBC, so this is pretty much as official and accurate that you can get for something that matches the 12th Doctor screwdriver that you can see on the screen. As I mentioned earlier, I did pick this up off of BBC's shop online, so this is pretty much as official as you can get. Because this is technically a toy, don't expect this to be high quality. For example, because it's a mass-produced product, there's going to be some paint issues. Like in other words, it's not going to be like a perfect paint scheme all around. There's some little imperfections around the gold section here. There's this little sticker here actually that you remove. That's not a big deal, but overall very plasticky cheap feeling, which is a little bit of disappointment. It's also very lightweight as well, so it doesn't feel like a super high quality product. But in terms of the accuracy and look of this is definitely the best one I've seen so far. But I was going to try my best to give you guys an overview of this. You have the top part here, which is all your lights, as you guys saw earlier. And this certainly mimics that kind of TARDIS look on the top part here. On the middle part here, you have your little switch, and as I mentioned earlier, it doesn't have that touch mechanism that the 11th Doctor had, which I thought was pretty cool. Instead, you just have an actual physical switch. We have these two little clamps on the side here. They don't actually like flick out like the previous screwdriver did, but they're just there for more aesthetics in my opinion. As moving down, we have more gold accenting here, a little black trim around the middle there, which isn't really perfectly painted. Some more stuff that sticks out, I like to call it. This, just be careful with this part here, definitely, since this is probably the first part it will break if you ever drop this, since it's a pretty thin piece of plastic. The battery cover opens pretty easily, like so. It just pops out, and you have to use two Phillips screwdrivers to remove the battery compartment here. It takes 3 of these little metal batteries, which I'd imagine wouldn't be too dear to buy to replace. When you have the battery part back in, I noticed it kind of wiggles a little bit, which I'm not too much of a fan on, but it's not like it's going to pop out or anything. It does take considerable force to actually twist it and for it to pop out. So yeah, I wouldn't do it too much or else you may wear it out. But anyways, and on the bottom here, you just have a smaller barrel shape. And yeah, that's my best way to give you guys an overview of this. Overall, guys, I'm fairly happy with the 12th Doctor's official screwdriver here. Again, it's nothing too high quality, but it mimics everything in terms of the design as well as the functionality and sounds. I like how the new screwdriver kind of incorporates the 10th and 11th Doctor's screwdriver, not really in terms of design, but where the 10th Doctor had a blue light and the 11th Doctor had a green light. So it's kind of cool that they mixed 2 colors in this time around. Here's a quick comparison between the 11th Doctor screwdriver from BBC as well and the 12th Doctor one here. They're both roughly the same size. I say this one here is a little bit more streamlined, where this one has more kind of detailing and chunks coming out, you could say. One thing I always liked about this is the touch button here. whereas this still has a physical button, and of course this one flicks out, which I always thought was pretty cool. One noticeable thing I noticed between the two is that the speakers they put on this one here is significantly louder than this one here. But anyways, I'm gonna flip the mic around so you guys can hear this. In terms of any cons or things I don't like about this, as I mentioned earlier, I wish the quality was a little bit better, but nonetheless, because it's plastic and technically it's a toy, and it's mass produced, it's not going to be the perfect thing in the world, but definitely the closest for value, something that's affordable and pretty darn accurate. In conclusion, guys, for those of you Doctor Who fans, this is certainly an excellent piece to add to your collection. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you all enjoyed the video, and if you guys have any questions or comments about this, ask me in the comment section there down below, and I'll see you on next vid.